It's dangerous, D. Be careful. Watch him, D.
It's a big one, it's a big one. Shoot him.
He's excited to see you.
He ain't more man than me, I can tell you that. Yesterday was a hard way to make a living and a hard place to make a living. The proof is here. What I was scared of is happening. Record cool temperatures, record high water, not catching nothing. It's starting out to be exactly what I was scared it was gonna be. Not good at all for us. This is the worst start to alligator season I think I've ever had. For the Landry family to survive, I really think this year we're gonna need some help from somebody besides us.
Plagued by high water and cold temperatures on the first day of hunting, the king of the swamp only tallied a measly 10 gators. With 500 tags to fill, Troy isn't taking any chances.
I have a new strategy that hopefully is gonna work. If there was ever a year that we could use outside help, this would be the year.
Really?
I asked Daniel Edgar to come help us. He's a good friend of mine. He's been alligator hunting most probably longer than I've been hunting alligator.
That I'm worried about big time.
The boys wasn't that crazy about the idea. They wanted us to try to do it on our own. What the boys don't realize, I don't want to, jeopardize our tags and not filling our tags. I know we're stacked against us for this coming season.
Troy will keep the profits from the tags the Edgars helped fill. No questions asked. Lending a hand is a southern Louisiana way of life.
All right, Mr. Edgar, y'all ready?
We're ready.
As both families prepare to set out, the king of the swamp can't resist laying down a challenge.
Let's have a little competition here. Let's see who's gonna catch the most or the biggest.
That'll work.
Hey, let's get it!
It's on. Next time y'all see us,
All
our
of y'all
boat,
need jump.
our boat might be full, buddy.
Definitely we want to shine. We don't want Troy and Jacob and Jay start fishes, no doubt, no doubt.
In a canal off Lake Verret,
Hey, what?
Troy and Guy fight to keep a huge monster that's barely hooked in the jaw.
Woo! Oh, I see the hook. Ooh, it's a big one, it's a big one. Shoot him! Very good. Good job, darling. All righty. At this point of the game, we'll take them.
This 11-footer is a confidence boost and will come in handy in the battle for bragging rights with the Edgars.
Woo, we needed that. Now I'm up. Woo, let's get it. That's your morale lifter. We were way down before. Now we're kind of up a little bit.
Meanwhile, a few miles away, Troy's reinforcements, Daniel, Joey, and Dorian Edgar, have bagged 4 gators, and with pride on the line are itching to pick up the pace.
Oh, stretch. We might have him.
This menacing beast has managed to pull the line into a difficult position on the bank as the patriarch Daniel lets his grandson and apprentice Dorian take the reins.
Watch yourself, man. You got a little weight?
I really can't tell. There's so much floton.
So much grass?
With the gator nowhere in sight, Dorian's in a vulnerable position.
Because you would think he'd be,
Watch him, D. Be careful, Paul. There he is. Whoa. That's how you handle him, D.
He ain't more man than me, I can tell you that.
Make your shots count. Watch your feet, Dad. Ah. Be careful when you shoot.
I feel like I am getting better this year. Not just this year, I'm getting better day in and day out. I'm learning each day and trying to better myself.
This 10-footer will fetch good money at the buyer.
Good job.
And Daniel can't wait to show off this impressive beast to Troy.
I like the challenge of competing. Troy's a competitor. He's an expert. But I'm an expert too. Edgar's come from deeper in the swamp than he.
Let's go get
A
another
lot
one.
more work to do, Paul.
Yes, sir. Plenty work.
While the Edgars try to up their tag count, back in the canals off Lake Verret, the Landry boys, Jacob and Chase, have only 3 gators to show so far.
That's pathetic. That's really, really bad.
Someone right down there, huh? Red Baudin.
Hey, he's excited to see us. That's a good gator, man. When we pulled up to the gator, we realized he was stretching that line out. He was wrapped around the tree pretty badly, and we started hearing the rope start to pop. He was trying to get away.
We're gonna lose him, Jake. Hurry. As soon as you get a shot, Jake, shoot him. We're gonna lose him.
Whoa, cowboy. Bring him up.
Yo, get a shower.
Huh? That's a good one.
This 8-foot gator will bring them over $200 at the buyer.
You're pressing for a while, man. You're about to go home and jump off the Bell River Bridge. Not too shabby. Finished the day pretty good.
Yeah.
As the day draws to a close, over at Duffy's, the Edgars are first to arrive at the Landry's buyer.
That's a lot of bullets you just died.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on?
We were anticipating more. We ran 50 lines for 7 alligators. I'm disappointed, but this year with the high water, it's tough, it's slow. That's why we got the phone call to give them some help, and it seems like it's gonna be a tough week to help them fill these tags.
Well, what's going on over here?
How did y'all do, Chase? Y'all got a boatload?
We ran 100 lines for 8 gators.
What? We didn't run that many.
While the hunting conditions are proving tough for everyone, there's more at stake than just filling tags. The Edgars and the Landrys are battling for family bragging rights.
Jacob and Chase ran about double the lines that we did. Per line, we caught better than they did, per line. But they did get a bigger one than us, so they're still on top. Size matters.
Look like y'all need some help.
Guy, we got to get you a tandem trailer.
Y'all caught?
We caught a few, Captain.
Good, good.
Well, y'all got some pretty ones.
Hey, we did better than we thought today.
When we got on the lake, it kind of turned on for us, on the edge of the lake.
Some
But on the-
spots. You know, it started out real slow this morning. I'm talking about real slow. And we were very lucky at the end of the day for Guy and I, things picked up. We should have had way more gators than we had for the amount of lines we ran. But it turned out to be a decent day for us. What we got, Guy?
21.
21.
21.
Troy and I are both competitive. We're friends, but we're competitive. We want to beat each other. We did that on about 50 lines.
That's good. That's good. Hey, that's your help, buddy. That's your help.
I feel pretty good about what we did. The Edgars, we came through on our part. Those guys are good, experienced alligator hunters, just like we are. We both recognize how hard the fishing's gonna be. Gonna be really difficult filling these tags.
All told, with the Edgars lending a hand, Troy was able to fill 37 much-needed tags. And in this gentleman's competition, the Landrys have the upper hand. For now.
We didn't do too bad compared to Jacob and Chase, but Troy definitely outfished us. Bad.
Today the Landrys beat us fair and square, but we'll live to fight another day.
We ain't had but one or two today that was still, that was up without the bait on it. And I think it was just the chicken was so rotten.
Our chicken was rotten.
Yeah.
The alligators could tell where my boat was, I tell you that.
At the end of the day, I understand I was wrong about the Edgars. You know, sure enough, they brought it to the table.
You guys ought to come make a hog hunt with us. When we go with the airboats, as soon as
bet
deer
that's
season's
fun, huh?
over, we start
shooting.
hog hunt.
Yeah,
High energy, a lot of excitement.
non-stop.
Non-stop.
After meeting them and all, I realized, you know, they just like us. They love to hunt. It's all about family. They seem super nice. I'm glad, you know, I finally got to meet them after hearing about them for years and years.
So we'll see you tomorrow morning.
All right, buddy.
Same time.
Same time, same place. It ain't over with yet. It ain't over with yet. Even though we compete a lot of times, at the end of the day, we all look out for each other on the swamp. We all got each other's back. That's how it should be. That's how it is, and that's how it should be.